Okay, let's take a look at a question. It's more like an exam question where they give you a pattern. They might even tell you, well, they want you to show in this one that it is a quadratic pattern. So they give you the 6, 17, 34, and 57. Well, what you do is you put the four numbers out there and you start subtracting the terms. 17 minus 6 is 11, 34 minus 17 is 17, 57 minus 34 is 23. And then once you get the first differences, you subtract again. 17 minus 11, 6, 23 minus 17, 6. When those second differences turn into the same number, that means you have a quadratic sequence. So that's that one. But how would you do the next one? Well, if it's going to go up by 6 more, instead of going up by 23, it's going to go up by 29. So all you do is take 57, add it to 29, and get 86, and that's your next number. So that's how you do the next numbers and all that kind of stuff. And whoops, my screen went a little dull there. Let's see how we would figure out the nth term. We've got 6 and 11 and 6. Oh, we do that thing where we put 2a in front of 6. We put 3a in front of 11, 3a plus b in front of 11, and a plus b plus c in front of 6. So this 6, 11, and 6 just come from 6, 11, and 6 there. So the second difference is what you let 2a equal the second difference. 3a plus b equals 11 is the first difference. And a plus b plus c equals 6 is the first term. Well, you just solve for a. You get 2a equals 6, so a equals 3. Then you put 3 in here, and you go 3 times 3 is 9. B must be 2. And then you know that A and B are 3 and 2. So if that's 5, C must be 1. Well, that's your formula. A is always the coefficient of the n squared. B is the coefficient of n. And C is the number added on. All we do is put 100 in there to get the 100th term. 100 squared plus 2 times 100 plus 1. The 100th term must be 30,201. Now, the next question they ask is, which term is 162? And all you do is you take your formula and let it equal 162. Now, this is a quadratic. We're going to solve it. So we subtract 161. Then we put down 0. And then we've got to factor this thing. Well, it's 3n squared. So you go 3n times n. Now, if you put your calculator, if you go minus 161 and go shift factors, it'll tell you that it's 23 times 7. And then we need it just to be 2 apart. So that should make some kind of sense. 3n times minus 7 is minus 21. 23 times n is plus 23n. They combine to give you the 2n. If you do FOIL on this, you could put these numbers in the quadratic formula and you'll get 2 answers. One will be 7, but n has to be an integer. It can't be a negative number because n is integers. In terms are only integers. They're not negative numbers. So that's why n has to equal 7. Okay, well, that's the second part there. We're going to look at finding x next, but we'll stop there.